Welcome to We Don't Have Cookies with your host, Jason Marshall.
Hey everybody, thanks for downloading the show. Another busy week here, so the show's a little late. I was actually thinking to myself, what the hell have I been doing lately that has kept me so much busier these days than before? Because I'm so busy, I don't have time to think of all the things I'm doing. I just do them and move on to the next thing, and it doesn't really resonate of all the stuff that I've been doing. But I won't bore you with all the details, but even I was surprised when I made a list of the things I've been doing. Another busy person is Rhoda Young. Recently, there was a manager of an apartment building who was not doing his job. There were rats in the building, air conditioners going unfixed, and now that it's summertime, that's a major issue. There were roaches. So she went to the building along with other news reporters, and when she got there, the office manager ran from the reporters and locked himself into a building.
Yes, is everything okay now, sir? You need assistance? Do you need assistance? All right, we need to open the door for a second, please. Make sure ain't nobody in there with you. The Popos.
He asked who was at the door, and she said, the Popos. The first time I heard that, I almost died laughing. For all of you listening outside of the U.S., that's slang for police, and no police officer would ever answer that way. Here's a little more.
We seen them chasing you around here. We need to make sure you're okay. Please open the door.
Fine, trust me.
Open the door now, because we don't know if you've been held up in there. We need the door open to make sure you're okay. Go get the key from the office. Go tell the man for Newport News that we need the key for this door now. Yes. Go tell the man for Newport News we need the key now. He said bring the key, because now he won't open the door. Yeah. They want to see what's going on to make sure everything's okay. He won't open the door. So bring the key off the desk. Open the door now, sir.
So the police get there, they escort the guy from the building that he locked himself in to his office, and this happened.
That police officer think he's slick. He in there chilling in the AC. I'm out here sweating bullets. My damn wig about to come off. All my glue done can't detach. My jeans, they stuck to my legs. Feel like I got some tights now. It's hot as a motherfucker. There you go. There you go. Are you the in-office manager? Sir, how you doing? I'm Rhoda Young Live. I'm a news reporter, independent news reporter, and we like to have your intake on why have you let so many of these ACs break down? Sir, why do you have so many rodents in your apartments? Sir, can you please answer the question? Why do they get mice, one tenant court over 15 mice? Sir, can you please answer the question? Sir, they want to know, why do you disrespect them when they come to the rent office and slam the door in their face? Sir, can you answer this question? Do you think you'll have a job after the day, sir? Sir, do you think you get unfair living treatment, sir? Can you please answer the question, sir? Do you know you're the most famous man in Norfolk right now? Newport News. Sir, they want some answers. They would like to know, why didn't you fix no problems? Sir, why didn't you fix the issue, sir? You owe them an explanation, sir. That's what he normally do, slam the door in his tenant's face. We are in prayer that this is his last day working for this company. May God bless you and your unemployment application.
May God bless your unemployment application. Rhoda is so damn funny. I'm hoping to have her back on the show soon. I miss talking to her. Speaking of funny people, I went to the dentist last week to get a filling. While I'm talking to the dental assistant, my dentist walks into the room looking at his hands, and he glances over to her and just casually says, I can't stop my hands from shaking. While we were waiting for the Novocaine to kick in, I was telling him about the balloon incident that I talked about on last week's episode. He made a joke about it and walked out of the room. About 2 or 3 minutes later, a dark green balloon floats into the room. And we all start cracking up because he just opens the door a little and just pushes it in. When he came back into the room, he told me about another patient of his that has a paranormal investigation business and got a business card from me to give to him in case he might want to be a guest on the show and do whatever it is they do around the house. The guy just called me, left a voicemail. I'm going to call him back when I'm finished recording this, and hopefully we can set something up for a fun Halloween episode and have some videos to put up on the old YouTube channel. I want to give a couple of listeners shout outs before I forget. One listener named Fiona who left a really nice comment on the Facebook page a while back. I'd give her a shout out sooner, but there hasn't been many shows lately. I also got an email letting me know that somebody left a review for the podcast on Podbean. It didn't show me the person's name, but it did show me what the review said, and I want to thank you. Please send me an email, Jason@WeDon'tHaveCookies, so I can give you a proper shout out. I also got this song from the newest member of the WDHC family, John the Songman.
The show is something I always like every night because it always makes my night before I get ready to sleep tight, before I see morning light. And it just makes me want to go, hi, that show is making my night. And I'm just ready to call in soon to talk about you guys talking on the show live on a flight.
I got a couple of fish for my birthday. I have 2 black mollies and a really, really cool looking betta fish. I'm never going to name the black mollies because I can't tell them apart, but I would like to name the betta fish. I have a picture of it on the We Don't Have Cookies Instagram. If you would like to name my fish, please follow me on Instagram and leave a comment on the pic of the fish. I don't have a lot of followers there right now, so I'd really appreciate it if you followed me there. The last thing I want to talk about, and I promise to make the first part as quick as possible, but I've been working really hard on my health this year. In the past couple of months, I've gotten myself in the best shape of my life. I dedicated a lot of time to it and accomplished a lot of things that I didn't think was possible, to be honest with you. I almost lost 30 pounds. I'm down to 18% body fat, which is less than the guy who is training me. If I can do all that in 2 months, just imagine what I could do with this show. So I promise all of you that I will be doing that very, very soon. I have one more doctor's appointment to go to, and once I find out everything is good, I'll be able to dedicate a lot more time to this show and focus a little less on my health now that it's become more of a habit instead of a conscious effort. I've been talking to a lot of people about being guests on the podcast. Some of the upcoming guests will be comedian, podcaster, and Tonight Show writer Murray Valeriano, former WWF and WCW world champion Sid Vicious, from the last season of the CBS reality show Big Brother, and former radio host Elena Davies will be on, as well as the return of one of the oldest comedians in the world, Father Time, and a lot of others. I just renewed the domain name and email for the podcast, so it's not going anywhere anytime soon, no matter how it may look right now. I want to thank each and every one of you for sticking with me. It really, really does mean a lot to me. And that's it for this week's episode. I'll be back next Wednesday with a brand new show. Have a great week.
Thanks for listening. Tell your friends about the show and leave a review. See you next time.
The Popos.